Hello everyone, my name's Therese. I'm 46 and I'm from Essex. I am married to Scotty and we have two beautiful boys, Freddie, 7, and Vinny, soon to be 6. He's the little bugger, Vinny. I left school at 15 with no qualifications. Well, actually, they asked me to leave. I was a little bit naughty, I suppose. More of a rebel, we'll say. So no qualifications. But at the time, I was working weekends at a car wash. So I ended up there full-time as a car valeter. That was my first proper job. And I loved it. I used to have such a laugh. I was the only girl there. But yeah, I just had a real good laugh with all the guys and the customers, cabbies, all sorts. Some are friends for life. From that, I've just gone from job to job, really. I've worked in customer service, credit control, I've been a waitress, I've run a cafe, I've driven ladies of the night around. Yeah, that was interesting, shall we say. But again, I had a right laugh. I've worked in a butcher's. I was a tequila girl in the West End and in Kent. I really enjoyed that as well. I used to work in Ratner's Jewellers. Anybody remember Ratner's? If you're as old as me, you probably will. I worked there. I've worked in factories, offices. I've sold shares in films. I've delivered adult videos from the boot of my car. God, yeah, I've done so many jobs. I can't even remember half of them. Shortest job I had was 1 hour. I got there and they said, we haven't had anyone here doing this for a long time. You're going to be really busy, so we don't want you to leave when you have a break. I was like, but what do you mean? I can't leave the building? They said, no. Okay. 1 hour. I was like, I've just got to pop out. Never went back. It was in Southend and it was summer, so I just went and laid on the beach all day. But I've done that for a lot of jobs. For me, working used to be about having a good time at work. You're there a lot, aren't you? So enjoying the people I work with and enjoying the work. The money didn't really come into it too much for me, and until now, when you're older and you've got a family to look after. So yeah, that is more important now. I'd like to be able to stay a stay-home mum because my kids' school is only up the road, and I like to be close. I don't want to be too far in case something happens. Right, up until now, in the last few years, I've been doing some MLM. Well, years ago, I started off with that milkshake company, Herbalife. I actually quite like that milkshake. I was lucky enough not to buy loads of stuff. I only spent about 50 quid on a kit, I think. But obviously that didn't go too well. Then years later, in between that, I did do a bit of work. I worked at an animal hospital, which I loved. And I gave that up to go to college to do beauty. What a wally I was. Boring. Yeah, and then I discovered FM perfumes. Amazing product. Couldn't sell it. Great for me, though. And then I went on to Unique makeup. It's what I'm wearing. I mean, it's good stuff, but I can't be bothered to do my makeup most days, let alone every day, and sell it. And it's a bit, from what I can see, it's a younger girls game, that one. All the young girls in it are doing like really, really well. And I'm not a yikes or an eeks kind of person, and that's what that seems to be all about. So I got a load of new makeup cheap or free, so that was good. And that led me, somehow, I met a guy called Kevin online, and he introduced me to match betting. And I really did enjoy that. I was actually making money. But then with that, the offers got more difficult to do. They became less and less. And you really need to start knowing your stuff a little bit about football and stuff like that. It was boring. To do all the spreadsheets. And spreadsheets at that time, way over my head. And it got far too complicated. From that, I found another group, which in that group, I met some amazing friends. And we started our own group. And we became a dog syndicate. Purely gambling. Yeah, it doesn't always work out, does it? So basically, I'm not really earning anything at the moment. My pot might go up a bit, comes down a bit, goes up a bit, comes down a bit, but I'm not, I can't really take anything from it. So as much as I love that group, I need to make money. Now, through match betting, I met James Gwyther, and he added me to Your Financial Freedom Plan after a few posts I questioned him on. And that was 6 or 7 months ago. And I've been busy with the other group and popping in every now and then, having a look and thinking, oh yeah, looks like way over my head. But to be honest, I've never ever shied away from any job. You know, like I say, I've done anything and everything, and I've never thought I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that, or I wouldn't know how to do that. I've just gone for it. And I said to my husband, I've been watching this IML for months now. Why don't I just give it a go? You know, I know it's going to cost money, but if I don't do it, I'm not going to leave the group because I'm too nosy for that. So what am I going to do? Just sit and watch everybody else make money? So I said, look, let's just try it and we'll see how it goes. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. So I did the first week's training, and what can I say? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Daisy Duncan she's a goddess to me. Because, you know, I struggled at school. I struggled, not at school, but with maths. That's what I struggled with. Basic stuff, yeah. I can still remember my brother sitting around the kitchen table, going over and over and over percentages and fractions. And, you know, it took a while until suddenly I just went, I got it. And I got it, you know, and that is what I'm like. Sometimes it's just the way it's told to me. It's just how my brain works. So if you'd have said to me 5 years ago, you're going to be learning Forex in a few years' time, I'd have just gone, you talking to someone behind me, because no way. But here I am. And although I had a few niggling doubts, very small ones, and I said to my husband, I've never been put off by anything before, but I am a little bit worried I won't get it. But I'm going to try. And if I don't, I don't. We put it to bed, we know. So first week's training, wrote everything down, kept rewind, pause and rewind, get it right in my head. Didn't want to write down exactly what she was saying, just wanted to write it myself so I knew I understood it. And when I got to part 4 of the academy training, the first video comes up and she puts up a chart and it's got everything we've been talking about in the last 3 lots. And I was sitting there going to my husband, I know what she's saying. I understand what she's saying. I get what she's saying. And all my eyes filled up with tears. And I felt so emotional about it because I thought, why did I doubt myself? You can learn anything if it's taught to you and you want to. And for me, that's what it is. I have to be interested and I have to want it. And I do. So, yeah, first week's training, absolutely brilliant. If anybody else is considering joining IML, just do it, because all the help there, plus you get in the Facebook groups, everyone helps you, everyone wants to help you. My brother struggles with this. He's got a totally different brain to me. He's like, why does anybody want to help anyone for nothing? He can't understand it. He's been on his own for far too long. And I said, not everyone's like you. There's some lovely people out there who genuinely want to help people. And, you know, I've found that a lot over the years in the Facebook groups I've been in. Most of them, anyway. So if anyone's thinking about joining IML, just jump in and give it a go. You might lose some money if you feel like you really can't do it, but you've really got to stick with it and just ask if anybody else, you know, if anyone else can help you, they will. You know, I want to do this for my family. My husband is a little bit younger than me. He's a window fitter. He's been doing it for 15 years. It was his birthday Thursday. And they phoned him up and laid him off. So now I'm thinking, 6 or 7 months I've been in this group. Why didn't I just do it then? If I'd have done it then, where would I be now? You know, I'd have said to Scott, don't worry, babe. Don't worry. I've got money coming in. You know, as it happens, I haven't yet. I've been practicing on demo. But, you know, kicking myself a little bit 6, 7 months ago. But in 6, 7 months' time, where will I be? I cannot wait to see. So if you're thinking of joining, get back to the person who introduced you and just do it. It's life-changing. You know, I might not have made any money yet, but for me it's life-changing, because never in a million years would I have thought I could learn Forex. I mean, it's just crazy to me. But here I am doing it and understanding it. So thank you everyone who's helped me along the way. Thank you for watching my journey video. And if you want to sign up, get in touch with the person who introduced you. Thanks guys, bye.